Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Rehan, founder of BDS World Official Group, AID and Instant Prep Series. And I am acting as a student counselor too. And on request, I am making this a video about how to become a successful medical student. But before starting our main topic, I would like to explain what is medical study. Different mentors, seniors explain it differently. But I will open new horizons of minds. In a phrase, if I explain what is medical study, it is actually self-study and learning. What is difference between pre-medical studies and medical studies? In pre-medical studies, you are provided with books, whereas in medical studies, you are provided with topics. You don't need to hard work in pre-medical studies, whereas you have to do hard work in searching of material, in searching of videos and explanations through internet surfing in medical studies. In short, in pre-medical studies, we can say it is a spoon feeding, whereas in medical studies, it is not a spoon feeding. Elements of self-study and learning are why to study, what to study, how to study and when to study. How to study and when to study are our main topics. How to become a successful medical student. And what to study, I will like to explain. You have to focus 6 things only. Main reference books which are recommended by our professors. Short books which should be high yielding, like IPS in Pakistan is the best one. Lecture slides, lecture notes, online videos and online articles. There is no 7th thing you need to study. You have to focus on these 6 things only. Now, what are goals of a medical student? There are 3 main goals of a medical student. How to study, again, how to read and how to learn. If you know these 3 things, you can be a successful medical student. He can finish his goals by knowing following skills. How to set up a schedule and how to adhere to it. How to study when you don't want to. How to manage your sleep cycle. These 3 things, if you can do, you can fulfill your goals. And if you fulfill your goals, you can be a successful medical student. Actually, according to our Holy Quranic education, for everything there is a time prescribed. Many students during their first year thinking about how to clear this, that exams, USMLE, PLAB, licensing exam, PM and DC exams or any other else, just don't think. It is not the time. Remember, it is not the time. As a first year professional, you don't need to. We will see how to study and when to study, side by side. How to study effectively includes making manageable schedules, know how to strategically time it, learn techniques to enhance recall of information, which is also called memory recall. You have to learn techniques, I will explain it. How to read quickly while retaining most important. Most important thing is how to study when you don't want to. If you can control over it, you can be a successful medical student. I will make you able to learn how to do this. Let me help you in designing a schedule, study schedule first. You should know that what are your sources of study for a particular topic. I have explained at earlier. There is heavy course load and time period is short. You have to cover them all in a very short time. Here is my concept to include in your schedule. 4 way reviews concept. Number 1, before attending lecture. Number 2, during attending the lecture, revising the lecture, preparation of the test. These are the 4 elements of my own concept. You will go through your topic in 4 different phases. Study your daily topic on daily basis. Don't postpone it. And test materials in partitions on daily basis too. Purpose of first and second year in a medical school is build up skills for effective learning. To enhance your memory recall. You cannot cram and pass any subject to get relief because of thinking that it is a basic subject and no retention in professionals. But you have to do well. These are basic subjects and you have good command on your basics. Learn these well. Remember, learn these well. Let's start our journey. When you wake up, how you begin your day. Just before the lecture, in hastily manner, just stop this schedule right now. I will never recommend this to wake up just before the lecture. Wake up at least 1 to 2 hours before your lecture, depends on your prayer time. Get up, take shower, offer prayer, a good breakfast before or after reviewing your lecture. You can alternate these two, means breakfast first or reviewing your lecture on your basis. Give some time to review your lecture you are going to attend. Just 10 to 15 minutes review will be enough. Important is what are sources of reviewing. Number one, short books. Number second one is online videos. Number three is slides. What is common point between these three elements? That these are short way to study. Short books should be very high yielding, like IPS in Pakistan. Stay away from recommended books at this nick of time. Amazed? Here are some reasons why. You have very short time at the morning. Definitely you have to go to your school too. You cannot cover whole topic in that time. You cannot build an outline or content of your topic. You need plenty of time to build true concepts. Whereas in shorter duration of time you can deviate and you can make your false concepts or myths and ultimately gets exhausted when your teacher delivers a lecture. With short books, videos or slides, these three are the elements. You can create your outline or content easily that what you are going to study. I am definitely changing your trend. You were reviewing the old lectures, but I am saying you have to review your new lecture. You are noticing I am moving step by step. You wake up and done your home activities and now you are sitting at lecture hall. What strategy do you follow? You tell. Number one, making whole lecture notes during all the time, or you do not write at all and listen the lecture carefully. Which one will be the best technique? Neither the first nor the second one. As in first technique, you are wasting all your learning time at the cost of making notes and all that, because as these are also available in your books, online videos, and next thing that I will suggest you. In second technique, you are wasting your whole lecture, as you can be blank at home or hostels due to hectic school life. There must be any record of the lecture. So what to do? These were only two techniques, but I will like to explain a third one. For this you must have these four elements. Number one, a writing paper. Only a writing paper, not more than this. Half will be also enough. A pen, recording device, and number fourth one is a technique to build up your bullets and signs in your minds. You must know that I have made this for MCQ. You must know I have this made for this important point as it is appearing on the screen. Let's start the technique. Listen whole lecture carefully, but write some keywords or sentences which your professor says that these are important, or you think by your minds that these are important. This is important for MCQ. This is important for short essay questions. Not write long slides. Definitely these are available on internet. You are using your audio recording device. This is a new technique. You are using your audio recording device to have a record of your lecture. Now, step by step, you have attended your whole lecture attentively. You have noted down points. Definitely don't ignore noting, because it will otherwise cause you sleepy if you don't note down your lecture. Definitely note your lecture, but only important points. Now you are back at home, exhausted and tired. Have a shower again. If it is prayer time, offer it and sleep for just 1 hour. Ask anyone to make you wake up exactly right after 1 hour, not more than this. After waking up, again wash your face and use mobile phone for the next 15 minutes as much as you can, but not more than those 15 minutes. And next 15 minutes you can take juice or snacks. Now you are completely fresh, as it is now ideal time to study. Here is my another technique. Fight technique. Fight with what? Fight with your heart. Like I have explained before, how to study when you don't want to. You have to follow it. I have seen many students who have common problems, which are distractions and cannot study well and cannot manage their timings. There are some reasons: daydreaming, mobile phones, eating and drinking, music and other kind of activities. But the main issue is they start studying abruptly, hastily. They don't make any outline. If you make an outline, if you make a schedule, you can definitely a successful medical student. Just in an hour or two, they get exhausted and fatigued. They cannot focus furthermore on their studies. They think that I have spent too much time in this topic. Now I cannot focus anymore. They find every little excuse to divert from studies. They use mobile phones, they listen to music, they start daydreaming. Definitely daydreaming is very dangerous thing. And same schedule if repeats day by day, definitely they start hating their medical schools. I know you will be sad that you are one of those students who are following those old trends. Like I have explained how to take a lecture, now I will like to explain a pathway which you should follow at home and study well to become a successful medical student. You must have these 3 to 4 things at your room. Number 1, whiteboard with a marker, highlighters and ballpoints of different colors, scotch tape and a timer clock. And if you have sticky notes, these are very well. Otherwise, simple pages and staples can be enough. Here is a mobile phone strategy. There are 3 things. Number 1, making your mobile phone off. Number 2 one is making it at airplane or at least silent. The first one, mobile power down. It is the very easiest way to fight. The second one is intermediate way to fight, and the third one is hardest way to fight with your heart. Definitely, because your mobile phone is on, you get notified. The thing you have to do with, you have to put it in a drawer and tape it and seal it so that you find difficulty in opening your drawer. When you find difficulty, you will remember that you have to study. So finally, you have 0 distractions now. Write key contents of your topic on whiteboard, not on registers. Because turning paper seeing will cause trouble for your study and you will waste your time. Now there is another rule. Rule of 30. You have to make parts of 30 minutes. 5 minutes and 25 minutes. 25 minutes is for your study purpose. You have to study only. During these 25 minutes, you cannot even stand up from your chair. You do not go to washroom. You cannot eat. You cannot do chat. You cannot use mobile phone or any activity other than study. But in 5 minutes, you can do anything except study. You have to do anything. You have to relax yourself. But during study, you have to read aloud. Definitely, it will avoid daydreaming. It is very beneficial for your effective studies. When those 5 minutes over, gets back to your work and cycle goes on 25 and 5, 25 and 5, 30 minutes cycle. This rule is over. The purpose of this scheme is remain focused and gets rewarded. Remain focused during 25 minutes and gets rewarded during 5 minutes. You cannot focus your topic more than 25 minutes. So it is an ideal time to remember a topic. This was all about scheduling your study. How to schedule, how to do study. Now, there is another thing, memory recall improvement. This is another element which takes part in improving you, how to become a successful medical student. This is a vital skill as a medical student, as you need to recall your old knowledge with time to time. As a medical student, you are actually making a building with foundation of your basic sciences and over it, your professional sciences as your career progresses. I have noted some values of memory recall. I would like to share. Going to a lecture, have a memory recall of 5% only. If you are reading something, you have memory recall of 10% only. If you are going to take audio visuals, you have memory recall of 20%. Too low, definitely. You are wasting 80, 90, 95%. If you are seeing someone doing something by hand, you have a memory recall of 30%. If you are sitting in a group of peers and you discuss your topic, you have a memory recall of 50%. If you are actually doing something, like you are practicing, memory recall of 75%. Now you are seeing how it is improving. And if you are teaching and implementing your technique, it will have a memory recall of 90%. Excellent, definitely. It is all about values of memory recall. Now, here is a guide how to improve your memory recall. Step 1. Study simultaneously from all the sources. You don't need to do all the things separately. You will waste too much time. Make sticky notes from all the sources and put it on your short book. When you have to prepare for your test, have a look on it only. You will revise everything in a single step. This was for daily based work. Now, if you are doing phase 4 of study, means preparing for test, just open your short book which you have set up. Just 2 sessions of 30 minutes will be enough for test preparation definitely, because you have done all the things before. Just you have to improve your memory recall. Then comes step 2. Practice online resource based MCQs, clinically oriented questions to check yourself, to check your knowledge, what you have prepared, do you know or not. All these things are available on our website too, which is available at below. Step 3. Imagine you are in peers and discuss the whole topic. If they don't know anything, clear them. It will improve your memory recall up to 75%. To improve your memory recall up to 90%, you have to act like a teacher. You can give presentations for this. You can give demonstrations to your dental school students. So it is all how to study to be a successful medical student. The third thing is sleep hygiene, an important topic of behavioral sciences we study in our medical field. Studies have proven a minimum of 6 to 7 hours sleep is a dire need of a human body to work properly and actively, to be attentive by all the next day, do whatever, affect your studies or cut yourself from social activities or whatever you need to do. Just maintain your sleep for 6 to 7 hours at least at night. As a rule, if your sleep hygiene is not maintained, you cannot pay your attention to your studies. Many students are there who say, I don't have enough time to sleep. I have to study. I need to be awakened. I need to keep my eyes on during the reading. But the rule is simple. You can study so much hours only when you have enough sleep. If you maintain sleep hygiene in your practice, you might have highest efficiency at your work. You will be able to study faster and retain it. BDS World is helping you in your medical studies, and AID is helping you in your continued medical and dental education. BDS World and AID Association is providing you a complete outline step by step every time. Join this. Do visit our channel and website on daily basis to remain updated. I have demonstrated all. You should practice to be a successful medical student. Rest Question House is open to all. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you will practice at your daily routine.